In another development, President of Ogoni Liberation Initiative, Douglas Fabeke, says he has handed over a letter containing the list of 53 victims who had an accident on the Bat section of Eleme Onne East-West Road to the new Minister Dave Umahi for compensation to be paid to them. Dr. Fabeke, who is also the coordinator of African United Mission for Rural and Urban African Community Empowerment, said that he submitted the letter yesterday after a meeting with the minister in Abuja. In a statement, he said the identified 53 accident victims from the Ogoni region include names, pictorial and medical reports of those who lost their lives and those who sustained injuries from November 2022 till date. He said it is regrettable that the RCC company, which was recently re-awarded the contract to fix the road, had allegedly abandoned the contract in 2014 and then on November 2, 2022, even when the contract sum was augmented. He appealed to the minister to compel the company to interface with the families of the accident victims before starting reconstruction. The chairman of Asaratoru local government area, Onengiofori George, says security, infrastructure and human capital development remains the priority of his administration. Mr. George said this during a media chat with newsmen at his office in Buguma. He said he has tackled insecurity as well as executed numerous projects within his 2 years in office that have impacted on the livelihood of the people.
In these last 2 years, I have committed myself to rebuild the hope of my people, to have faith in government. The objective of my administration is the Asalga First Mantra. Security of life and property is the primary responsibility of any good government. Therefore, security remains a top priority. Today, Asalga is one of the safest LG in Rivers State. Within 100 days in office, we have achieved Owele Memorial Hall project and Asalga First Seafood Market. We have also achieved in providing power supply within the LGA.
Mr. Onengiofori, while speaking on other achievements of his administration, attributed it to the good working relationship with elders and stakeholders in the area. He, however, commended the immediate past governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, and Governor Siminalayi Fubara for their commitment to developing the state.
We have also completed the following project in the LGA: Efoko and Sangama electricity project, installation of brand new 30 horsepower industrial sumo pump and a brand new 100 kVA generator set at the water station in Edo community to provide water to the Buguma city and other sub-community. Abalama Solar Power Water Project, renovation of council secretariat and chairman's lodge, payment of student grants.
As the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, RISEC, gears up for the 2024 local government elections, human rights advocate Clifford Solomon has emphasized the importance of an inclusive electoral process involving all registered political parties. Mr. Solomon, in an interview with correspondent Emeka Otuka, urged RISEC to stop the trend of one-party arrangements observed in past elections. He said the commission must ensure a transparent, just and credible election that will be generally accepted by the people.
Russia should not make it a PDP affair. In Nigeria, we have a registered political party, and I believe most of these political parties will participate in the Rivers State election. And it should be an open thing where, whether it's a popular party or unpopular party, it be that anyone that wins. The process should not be truncated by godfatherism and a one-party team PDP. The election should be indeed free, fair, and participatory.
Mr. Solomon also said that the local government election should not be a platform for the PDP to reward political associates. Some Port Harcourt residents say they lack confidence in the ability of RISEC to conduct a free and fair local government election next year. Their reactions come after the chairman of RISEC, Justice Adolphus Enebele, on Wednesday assured political parties and their leaders of credible elections. They told our correspondents that their fear is based on the outcome of the last election organized by RISEC.
We don't trust them because they cannot do it. They cannot deliver. They must deliver PDP. That is the story to find ourselves. But assuming they allow another party to function, the local will control by another party, you will see there will be a little change in the whole system.
I could remember what happened last time. Only one party, one election. Is it by magic? All the masses that vote, it looks as if they are foolish. We'll keep trying. The the day our Lord Jesus Christ will answer our prayer.
Politics is a very dirty game. I believe that anything politics is not pure. So I don't see where you will be doing politics. Only one party will be winning from beginning to the end. So if you watch it, it's an error. So for me, in anything politics, I don't see it as a free and fair election we are doing.
Still to come, APM asks Supreme Court to nullify President Tinubu's victory. Stay tuned.
God be with you till
Supreme Court challenging the decision of the Presidential Election Petition Court, asking that the victory of President Bola Tinubu be nullified. In its notice of appeal filed by its new counsel Chukwuma Machuku Ume, the APM is asking the Apex Court to set aside the judgment of the Presidential Election Petitions Court for its numerous errors in law. The Supreme Court has affirmed Athan Achonu as the Labour Party candidate for the November 11 election in Imo State. A contestant in the primaries, Basil Maduka, had objected to Mr. Achonu's candidature at both the Federal High Court and the Court of Appeal. The Governorship Election Petitions Tribunal sitting in Uyo Akwa Ibom State has dismissed a petition brought by the APC candidate Akanimo Udofia, challenging the election of Governor Umo Eno of the PDP as the winner of the March 18 poll. The tribunal, in its unanimous decision, ruled that the allegations of non-compliance with the electoral law in the conduct of the elections were not sufficiently proven by the petitioners in their case. The organizers of the Niger Delta Cultural Music Festival, NIDCOM Fest, have unveiled the hosting of this year's edition. The consultant in charge of Niger Delta Cultural Musical Festival, Asu Ekie, popularly known as the Prince of the Niger Delta, says the event is aimed at showcasing the cultural heritage of the Niger Delta people through music. Mr. Ikie, who is also the ambassador of NIDCOMFest, said the festival also provides support for local artists to showcase their talents.
The festival is an all-encompassing nomenclature. It's not just a festival, it is a medium to showcase the cultural beauty of the Niger Delta people, and it can manifest through music, through dance. And so today we intend to tell the world about a very, very important event coming up. We have seen the need for the emphasis of culture. Our culture is diminishing. In the next 50 years, some minority culture or languages will not be spoken in this country again, because most of the children don't speak their language. They don't dress the way the culture is built for.
Also, a member of the organizing committee, Nnamdi Echezona, popularly known as King Buski, spoke on the process of submission of entries.
We are taking entries from all the 9 states of Niger Delta, and we are adopting the social media platform to have people who are in these locations sending their videos onto our Instagram pages. So we simply receive their entries via short video clips of 2 minutes, whether you're singing or dancing, and then we harvest them on our social media and then begin to do all the auditioning, and then it will be localized to 3 regions. All the 9 states will downsize to 3 big regions. Then from the 3 big regions, then we're going to have the grand finale.
Our correspondent reports that the festival extends across the 9 Niger Delta states, and first prize is 3 million naira, the second prize 2 million, and the third prize 1 million naira. The Cultural Music Festival is also sponsored by the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. A Port Harcourt-based real estate strategist and housing estate expert, My Ace China, popularly known as Mayor of Housing, has been named Mayor of Peace. Mayor of Housing was recognized by United Nations recognized organization known as UN Polak Foundation, which works to actualize the UN mandate on peace around the world. He was crowned Mayor of Peace in Lagos last Saturday, along with a few other ambassadors of peace. Speaking on this, the Registrar, Director of Programs, UN Polak, Pat Agu, said the gesture is in recognition of his contribution to the housing sector. Mr. Agu said the activities of the Mayor of Housing have created an environment of peace and promoted affordable housing, encouraged job and wealth creation, and led to measurable poverty reduction. Speaking after the recognition, the new Mayor of Peace said the recognition will encourage him to continue to take actions that will promote peace in the Niger Delta region.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Five civilians have been killed and 13 others were wounded in a car bombing in central Somalia. Police said a car rigged with explosives detonated near a busy market in the district of Bulletin in Hiran region. Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab frequently targets civilians and military targets. But with the help of local clan militias, African Union troops, and U.S. air support, the military has managed to capture several towns and villages.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
On the news this morning, you heard that the National Economic Council has appealed to organized labor to shelve its planned strike. Labor has protested as the Attorney General of the Federation threatened union leaders with contempt charges. Rivers Youth Commissioner Chisom Gbali says there will be no amnesty for repentant gang members. Residents and stakeholders have called for an inclusive electoral process ahead of local government elections. The Allied People's Movement has asked the Supreme Court to nullify the victory of President Tinubu in the February presidential elections. On the foreign scene, 5 civilians have been killed and 13 others were wounded in a car bombing in central Somalia. The news was edited by Martha Okere Kim. Cloudy weather is expected in Port Harcourt this morning. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. Peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Good morning.